the billionaires behind the Olympics. I can't believe this. This should be everywhere. This is such a big conflict of interest. I'm Marion B. I have a master's in accounting and finance. I'm a finance professional, but I'm not your financial advisor. Today we're going to talk about the IOC, which is short for the International Olympic Committee, and we're going to talk about the billionaires behind it. We're going to talk about their roles at the IOC, the conflicts of interest that allow them to make billions of dollars, the money move, and how much they make. First up, we're going to talk about Nita Ambani, right? The reason that this is important is her role at the IOC. She's a member. She was just reelected in 2024, and she's a member of the Olympic Channels Commission. Her conflict, she sits on the board and oversees the Olympic Channel and broadcasting strategy. And now get this, her husband, super duper billionaire, we're talking over $100 billion. You could say he's India's Elon Musk. Her husband's company, Viacom 18 Reliance, owns an executive rights to broadcast the Olympics in India. They're basically India's NBC. Now here's the money move. Reliance uses the Olympics to drive users to its Geo Telecom and Viacom 18 platforms. Now by controlling the content, the games, and the pipes, the 5G network, they capture 100%. Not 90, 50, 30, 10, 100% of the ad revenue and subscription data from over 1 billion people. Not only are they getting money, they're getting data. And data is very important in business because this is how you capture money. Imagine if you were selling hot dogs and you had the telephone number to everybody within a 100-mile radius that is addicted to hot dogs, and they'll spend all their money on hot dogs. That's what these people are doing. But they're not selling hot dogs. They're selling ads. How much they make? While her husband is a super duper billionaire, her role is unpaid. The broadcasting right deals are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So why would you have to get paid? And the increased valuation of Reliance Media Wing due to the Olympics is exclusively, and guess what? Not the millions, but the billions. Wow. Number 2 on our list is Johan Eliasch. Now, before we get into this guy, I know he's a gangster, but I love him. He's like the Robin Hood of billionaires. In 2005, this Swedish billionaire, guess what he did? He bought 400,000 acres of the Amazon rainforest and saved it. He shut it down. He paid off all the workers and everybody associated with it, and he stopped millions of tons of CO2 from being released into the air. So I like this guy. But we're going to talk about him. But we're going to talk about him real good because he is the Robin Hood. So his IOC role, he was elected in 2024 and he's the president of International Ski Federation, right? Here goes the conflict. But Robin Hood, it's okay because he takes from the rich and he gives support, so we love him. But here's the conflict. As an IOC member and head of the Ski Federation, he helps decide which winter sports events get added to the games and how they're marketed. He's also the chairman of HEAD, which sells the very skis and equipment used in these events, right? Now here's the money move. Every time a new big air or slalom event is added or promoted, the global demand for his equipment, the HEAD equipment, spikes. He creates the demand, the Olympic event, and supplies the product, the HEAD gear. Wow, that is crazy. And how much does he make? His net worth? Just a little $5 billion. HEAD generates $400 million in annual revenue and Olympic visibility, and their primary global sales driver. Now this guy, even though there's a conflict there, remember guys, we love him. He is our only billionaire Robin Hood on the list, and he's coming in at number 2. Number 3 on our list is Prince Albert II. He's the real estate sovereign. His IOC role, chair a sustainability and legacy commission. The conflict, he leads the commission that tells host cities how to build for the future. Meanwhile, his family's wealth is tied to Monaco's luxury real estate and tourism. Monaco, for those that don't know, it's like the most prestige place where you could be, right? and sectors that it's a sectors that thrive on ultra wealthy networking that happens in the Olympics. He's over that. Now, how does the money move? He uses the Olympics to cement Monaco as the headquarters of the sport. By hosting high-level IOC meetings and gala events in Monaco, he ensures his country and his personal real estate remains the most expensive and desirable land on earth. How much they make? The House of Grimaldi controls over, get this, 1 billion in assets. Every time Monaco's brand is elevated by his Olympic status, his personal land value and the principality increases. Wow, just wow. Imagine being a big giant ad for your real estate portfolio and making it even more expensive every single day. There's the conflict. Number 4 on our list is Gene Sykes. He's the financial guy. His IOC role, he's a member elected in 2024. He's the board chair of the USOPC, chair of marketing commissions, right? Here's the conflict. He sits on, now this guy works at Goldman Sachs, by the way, so keep that in mind. Goldman Sachs is like one of the biggest, most prestigious investment banks ever, right? Here's a conflict. He sits on a Revenues and Commercial Partnerships Commission, which handles multi-billion-dollar deals. Simultaneously, he is co-chair of Global Mergers and Acquisitions at Goldman Sachs. They didn't check that? I think that sounds like a conflict to me. You're head of something that you make money off of, a real big conflict. But check out how the money moves. When Olympic host cities like LA 2028 coming up, or major sponsors need to raise billions in capital, hint, hint, that's what investment banks do, which he works at. They raise billions in capital. They need investment banks. Having the man who ran the bid, Sykes, also be a top executive at the world's most powerful bank creates a revolving door for high-fee banking contracts. Jeez Louise. Just give a bunch of cookies to like little kids or something, because that's what you're doing here. Now, how much do they make? Goldman Sachs generates billions in fees annually from mergers and acquisitions and underwriting. Even a small percentage of an Olympic scale infrastructure loan is a $20 to $50 million payday for the firm. And guess what? When the firm gets paid, Gene Sykes gets paid. So those are 4 people behind the Olympics who are in a conflict of interest who get paid for this. So while we're at our 9-to-5s trying to make it happen, these guys are making their own money. They're writing checks to themselves. The Olympics is a money tree for so many people, and I just thought I exposed this here on the NBA audit. And as usual, people, stay greedy.